blessings, my financial overflow, miraculous tax brackets. Lord, please test me with wealth. I promise I won't switch up. I'll still say thank you after every transaction. You gave me character, now give me commas. I think God's next test for me should be, can he handle a ridiculous amount of money? Because I've handled heartbreak, I've handled patience. Now I'm ready to handle direct deposit blessings, my financial overflow, miraculous tax brackets. Lord, please test me with wealth. I promise I won't switch up. I'll still say thank you after every transaction. You gave me character, now give me commas. I think God's next test for me should be, can he handle a ridiculous amount of money? Because I've handled heartbreak, I've handled patience. Now I'm ready to handle direct deposit blessings, my financial overflow, miraculous tax brackets. Lord, please test me with wealth. I promise I won't switch up. I'll still say thank you after every transaction. You gave me character, now give me commas. I think God's
These are facts.
And what do you plan to do if this whole dream of yours doesn't work out?
That doesn't even enter my consciousness.
It's only a matter of time before I'm staring at you from the cover of a Wheaties box.
These are facts.
And what do you plan to do if this whole dream of yours doesn't work
That
out?
doesn't even enter my consciousness.
It's only a matter of time before I'm staring at you from the cover of a Wheaties box.
Check.
These are facts.
And what do you plan to do if this whole dream of yours doesn't work
That
out?
doesn't even enter my consciousness.
It's only a matter of time before I'm staring at you from the cover of a Wheaties box.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here, Gaming Daily Live, Tuesday, January 20th. We are back and in effect. My name is Icy Gaming. I am your host today. This is your daily 6 p.m. EST crypto gaming news live stream. We are here Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. recapping, reacting, and taking a look at everything that's happening on crypto Twitter and specifically crypto gaming. We also will check in on some of the markets and also some of like what's going on with crypto Twitter. Also, we like to look at some of the top gaming stories. Not all of them, just some of the ones that stand out to us. Today's episode is brought to you by SoulForge Fusion, the official game of Gaming Daily. Let me go to that right there. Look at those guys. Their brand new Allies and Axes expansion pack, their new cards, their new series are dropping today. I think they're dropping today because this says tomorrow, but this is from yesterday. So let me refresh the page here. And looks like there's a sneak peek of the cards coming out today. But I don't know if they're out yet. Very, very exciting. Huge shout out to SoulForge Fusion. I absolutely love this game. It is free to play on Steam right now. You can download it. It is the hybrid TCG game built by Justin Gary and Richard Garfield of Magic the Gathering. And if anyone's ever played it, they really enjoy it. And it's the game that turned me from not really being a TCG player into getting obsessed and really learning the mechanics. It's a super fun game. If you haven't tried it, now is the perfect time because they've got their new card set, Axes and Allies, coming out today. It's a legendary drop built for warriors who thrive in the thick of battle. With new legendaries, all factions represented, and power that reshapes the battlefield. You'll love to see it. We're gonna keep it moving. Let's check in on well, before we do that, also thank you to all of the sponsors that make this show possible: YGG, AI Rev, Sequence, B3, and SoulForge Fusion, like we said. All righty then, let's take a look at the website. If I go to the website view, here we are, the ultimate gaming dashboard. That's us, gamingdaily.gg. The thing that I love about the website is that the news terminal is just so helpful. Every single day, I get to check this thing and just recap and scan the headlines for anything that I might have missed. So Wildcard simplifying their core gameplay with Champion Fused Combat. We're going to talk about that. Basketball.fun kicking off early access. I think that they're launching on Somnia. I think I saw that. Jail.fun launched today. It's live on Solana. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. Animate has their open alpha playtest going on. Avalanche launched their $1 million builder competition called Build Games, which sounds a lot like Beast Games in many ways. We're actually going to talk about that. We're going to react to their trailer. Updates from Raven Quest and Dungeon Cross. Fableborn has their new dev diaries. We got Forged in the Feed, episode 1, the live stream with YGG, Raiden, Spracky, a bunch of other people were on that today. If you wanted to hear more about Raiden's content creator journey, it's a banger. And this is like basically YGG's creator focused show where they're supporting creators and up and coming content creators. It's really cool. I love that they're doing that. Huge shout out to Forged in the Feed. I'm sure that I'll be on it at some point. Maple Story, Giga Chad Bat with their token coming and their play to airdrop. Peyton Kalevahea posted an article on why Web3 and NFT communities didn't fail. We're going to take a look at that. Spludge Wars went live. Monopoly Go reached $6 billion in revenue. Pal World had their second anniversary teaser. We're gonna react to that. Luca Pixels Online shares the first look at Stacked Up. I mean, there's just so much news, dude. There's so much news. The Trove controversy, Pump Fun, Warped Games, Shrapnel getting listed on Steam, Off the Grid crossing 20 million NFTs traded on OpenSea. So much. So much. That is why we do Gaming Daily Live at 6 p.m. so we can do a deeper dive into these stories. And yeah, so without further ado, let's just jump into our first story here. Let's start off with a banger. Roblox YouTuber Creekcraft says steal a Brainrot content has made him a millionaire. Over $1 million. That's how much money this game has made him. Absolutely insane. Like, gaming is alive and well. Content creation is alive and well. Oh, man. I mean, what I love about this and the reason why I wanted to start off with it is because it's headlines like this that drive interest and liquidity and people paying attention and people wanting to become creators. As I adjust my chair here. Also, shout out to YGG. Like, this is the best shirt in the game. It's super thick, super warm, super soft and comfortable. I'm all over the place, but I just want to shout out this shirt because I love it. This is the type of stuff that we need. These are the headlines that you need to see in crypto gaming. This is why, you know, people love making money. It's headlines like this that go viral, and you know, this drives more people to play the game, more people to create content around it. Money makes the world go round, and geez, $1 million. I feel like I'm doing something wrong, man. Got to get into that steal a Brainrot game. I don't think there was anything else too crucial on Deserto today. Vitali got out of jail. Cool. GameStop, there was like an infinite money glitch. I didn't, you know, that's cool. Okay. The YouTuber Grandma Crackers, you know, was really thankful. I guess they helped raise $40,000 for her son's, her grandson's cancer treatment. Wholesome story. You love to see it. There was some Dr. Pepper thing, Cheetos, some zoo thing. I mean, I didn't really see like much else relevant on gaming, you know? So we're just going to keep it moving in that regard off of Deserto, but shout out to Deserto. They're crazy. They're incredible is what I was trying to say. Their work is crazy. The other major gaming news story that we got to talk about from Jake Lucky, the esports World Cup, talking about that YouTuber making a bunch of money. Esports World Cup 2026 will have a total prize pool of $75 million across all titles. Life-changing prize pools, man. This is, holy crap, dude. $75 million? Is this like the biggest prize pool of all time for esports? I've never heard of something like this. Insane. The titles are going to be Apex Legends, Call of Duty Warzone, Chess, Dota 2, Counter-Strike 2, Crossfire, Fortnite Reload, Free Fire, Honor Kings, PUBG Mobile, Overwatch, Mobile Legends, League of Legends, Battlefield, or Battlegrounds, PUBG Battlegrounds, sorry, R6, Rainbow Six Siege, Teamfight Tactics, Tekken 8, Trackmania, Valorant, Street Fighter, and Rocket League. Whew. $75 million. Incredible. Esports feels alive and well when you see headlines like this. Ice and Dark Llama. Good day, gentlemen. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I mean, nothing but good stuff can like come from that, you know? It's great to see. I don't know when it is. That would be the question. I'll have to do a little bit of research into the Esports World Cup 2026. For now, though, we're going to keep it going. Actually, let me look if oh my, I can't type because my keyboard's not plugged in. Let me plug in my keyboard. Let me go to Pal World. I have the trailer on YouTube, but if they have it on Twitter, I'd rather just show it on Twitter. It is a 2-year anniversary. Here we go. Of Pal World. Yesterday, actually January 19th. And they are working hard on Pal World 1.0, which is coming this year. And they've got a sneak peek at just some of the upcoming pals. We're not going to watch or react to the full video,
which is shaping
I
up
thought
to
it was like more of like a game teaser trailer. It's really just a 2-minute kind of like, there's some dev interview stuff and this guy kind of talking about it. And then there's like a little bit of like the character teasers, but it was a little underwhelming. I'm not gonna lie.
Ever. We would love to show you a sneak peek.
But
of
I mean,
Pal
2 years of
1.0,
Pal World,
but it's still
awesome.
in development.
Congrats. We
So
love
instead,
that.
we'd like to show you some concept art for some of the upcoming pals.
Concept.
you can
That's
meet
what we
in Pal
got
World
for the
1.0.
2-year anniversary.
There are
Concept
many new
art.
pals, new places to explore, and many surprises waiting for you in Pal World 1.0. But before that, there's someone else who wants to say thank you.
What was that camera movement?
皆さんこんにちは。ポケットペアの代表の溝部です。
Sakura Mizobi, the CEO.
パルワールドをリリースしてからの2年
Word
間
from
は
him. Cool,
開発を
cool,
取り組んでお
cool.
ります。
Here to get
They,
your hands on Pal World 1.
They teased
On
this
behalf
like
of everyone here at Pocket Pair, thank.
this last
Wait a
one.
minute. What was that?
A little cheesy.
That sounded like a whale?
We're gonna talk about whale later on, guys. We gotta talk about whale. Cool, I guess. Cool. That is your Pal World update, version 1.0 coming in 2026. I don't know. Doesn't do it for me. Didn't move me. Didn't make me want to play the game, like jump back in and play the game. So congratulations on their 2-year anniversary, but I would have liked a little bit more from, you know, I mean, this should make you want to jump back in and play, and I don't think it does that. All right, guys, let's move on to the crypto markets. Bitcoin breaking news right before the stream started. Bitcoin falls under $88,000. We're down bad. We're down bad. Absolute pain. What are we at right now? I think we've rebounded $88,150. Doesn't feel good. It does not feel good. Doesn't look good. Doesn't feel good. Yikes. The bear market is in the room with us. That's about all we have to say about that. We can check Watcher Guru, just see if anything else happened in the world. $360 million worth of crypto longs liquidated in the past hour. Something about Steak and Shake accepting Bitcoin or something. I don't know. We don't care about that one. Jim Cramer made an accurate prediction. That's funny. $1.3 trillion wiped out from the stock market today. Looks like it was a bad day in the stock market, not just crypto. President Trump says the U.S. will not have a trade deficit next year because of tariffs. That would be nice. The S&P 500 has erased all of its 2026 gains. Pain, absolute pain, from being at all-time highs to now erasing all of those gains. And our boy Peter Schiff says that the U.S. financial crisis is worse than 2008 is coming this year. It says a U.S. financial crisis worse than 2008 is coming this year. Yikes. BlackRock CEO Larry Fink says global elites have lost the public's trust. No one believes in anything anymore. And then, of course, Jim Cramer told people to buy today. So that's what's going on in the world, in the markets. Absolute pain, absolute bloodbath. But when in doubt, game on. Keep calm and game on. And that's exactly what we're going to do. But before we get to the crypto gaming segment, we got to talk about crypto Twitter and check in on what's going on. The top news stories, like the Trove drama, like the issues with Whale Swoosh and ethical disclosures. We're going to talk about a few of those things, but it's so negative and Bitcoin's down. Can we start on like a positive thing, on a cool thing? Our first crypto Twitter story, Zagabond, man, talking the talk and walking the walk. My guy did it, dude. Yo, he did that shit. Pretty cool. Congratulations to Zagabond, Azuki. This is, I don't know if this is like Paris Fashion Week. I don't exactly know what this is. I think he tweeted about like what it was gonna be. Okay, yeah, Azuki at Paris Fashion Week. From NFTs to the runway, we're bringing our culture to fashion's biggest stage. It is off of this Azuki TCG card. I think it's like the 0 card. So when this card enters the garden, deal 2 damage to all entities in each player's garden. Yikes, pain, ouch. Fire Fit. Shout out to Zagabond. Dude, he did that shit. That was sick. Talk the talk and walk the walk, man. And apparently it's an Azuki inspired collection from 424 come to life on the runway in Paris was a dream come true. Stay tuned for the full 424 by Azuki collection available to retail. Very cool. And then shout out to Sir Wilhelm. He has the card. He has the actual card, which is sick. Cool, man. Listen, dude, you love to see that stuff. I mean, like in the 2021 NFT boom and cycle, you know, I feel like people talked about this stuff on Spaces, right? Like projects like Azuki and Bored Ape Yacht Club, you know, going to the Met and the galas and the Paris Fashion Week, and you know, these IPs crossing boundaries and you know, going mainstream. So really cool to see this, man. And it takes a lot of like guts to model and be a part of this. So good for him. He did that shit. I wonder if the glasses, like, you know, help make that a little bit easier. Probably, right? Moving on, guys, moving on. We got to talk about the story of the day. What the helly is going on with Trove, man? I'll be honest, guys, I don't really know, because I don't care about like the latest ICO. I'm not surprised. We've been rugged over and over and over and over again. ICO Beast tweeted out, actually we should pull that up. He tweeted out like, no wonder retail doesn't want to get involved, because, you know, how are we ever going to onboard people when everyone just thinks that like crypto is just full of rugs and scams, and then their first experience, like they get max extracted immediately, and like we're just never going to grow. And so that's how I feel. So like, I don't play in these circles. I don't do the KOL rounds. I don't read my DMs half the time. So even if I do get asked about these things, I end up missing them anyways. I don't think I would have been asked about Trove, but there's definitely like some crypto game projects that I just completely faded. One that I did fade was football.fun. I think Adam messaged me like a year ago, saying something about like football.fun. And yeah, I was wrong for fading that one. But like, you know, for every 100 that you fade, like one is going to pop off. And I think I'm okay missing the 99 scams and rugs or just projects that end up not doing well. But this is crazy, dude. Trove has been the talk of today for various reasons, man. Fallout all over the place. I think we got a good post from Star Platinum breaking down kind of what happened. You know, they raised an ICO valuation at 20 million FDV. The current FDV is like 1.9 million, probably lower now, 90% just on one day. Part of the controversy was like they had $11.5 million raised in the ICO. I think they were only trying to raise 2 million. And then they're supposed to refund the other 9.5 million. And then last minute, they're like, actually, we're going to keep it. So there's a whole bunch of like red flags and scammy potentially behavior allegedly or being alleged. I don't know all of the details. I didn't care enough to follow it. So a lot of KOLs were getting called out for shilling it and taking undisclosed influencer deals. Seems like there was some potential polymarket manipulation drama. It's just a disaster all around. That's all I got to say on that. Easy had a really funny tweet saying that Trove rugged exactly 365 days after Melania launched. The signs were there. I think Thread Guy was saying like he's done with undoxed founders. I don't know if these founders were undoxed or like what the situation was, but it's just bad, man. It's just bad. Here's my thing with it. This is as much energy as I've like put into it and given it. And that's why like I don't think that these things deserve our energy or attention. Like what crypto project is going to launch right now and actually live up to the hype and change the game? How many projects have come out saying that they're going to change the game and they're doing it different and it's going to be revolutionary, and they don't do anything? I just like choose to ignore all of this. Like I don't care. Show me 6 months of like proven track record of success. Show me a good token launch and a great airdrop. This is what Hype did. Hype EVM, like that's why they were the token and the project of last year, because they came out, they were great, they were driving revenue, people were using it, and their airdrop cooked and made like millionaires and people did really well on it. And then it continued to do well. We saw Hype at $11. We watched Hype go from like $8 to $15 to $20, back down to $10. And it's like, oh, now's a good time to buy. And it would have been a great time to buy because it went all the way up to like $50, $60. Now it's back down to 40, 30, 20, like whatever it is. But like there was an entire year of Hype doing incredibly well. And that's when, you should like maybe give it your attention. Not obviously a year later, but that 10 to 20 to 30 to 10 to back up to 50, like you had so many opportunities to get involved in there. And it's like, okay, this is a team and a protocol that has real traction and is doing something significant. So yeah, I had no interest in Trove. We got to talk about the other drama though. The drama really came around all of the KOLs that were shilling Trove and not disclosing that there were paid partnerships. A few people were getting called out, specifically Whale and TJR Trades. Not too familiar with TJR. I don't know Whale. Never talked to him. He doesn't even follow me, but I've always liked Whale and respected Whale. I got no issues with Whale. But yeah, I mean, he says it in black and white here. He was paid. He wasn't paid to promote the ICO, but he was paid by them. So he had a vested interest and a responsibility to disclose that relationship. And he says he failed to do so. 100% on him, no excuses, and he apologizes. Big controversy because he was getting slashed on Ethos, and he says, I'm sorry for everyone who's going to lose reputation points because of it after putting their reputation behind him. I have thoughts on this. I quote tweeted it and just said, like, guys, just disclose your paid posts. Like, it's not hard. It's not hard at all. And, you know, this is why, like, I largely stopped accepting paid tweets. I think they generally suck. People show up in your DMs like, hey man, like, how much for a post? And it's like, dude, I don't do that. Like, I don't want to do that. Just as recently as December, someone offered me $700 to make a tweet. And I'm not going to lie, like, it hurt to turn that down. $700 for a quick tweet, like, that, you know, and I know people that took that and people were like, you should have taken it. It just doesn't feel good. Like, it doesn't feel great. And if it doesn't feel good, and if I'm not like stoked to do it, then like, why do it? It's just not interesting. It doesn't help me and it doesn't help them either. You know, I tweeted about this. I tweeted about the specific one. I'm not going to drive enough value to them for $700 and like just tweeting out. And I'm not going to sacrifice my brand or like my integrity for, you know, for a paid tweet and, you know, money. Moving on. We don't have to like spend too much time on this. But I have been on this, guys. Like, I have been on this. I wrote this thread September 21, 2023. I broke down the FTC guidelines on proper ethical disclosures and how to do it. And I made like a PSA love call to not only just crypto gaming creators, but like, you know, creators in general. And it's crazy because like every 6 months I end up having to like repost this or, you know, like share it because like some little drama pops up. Twitter is really bad with like there's no tools to disclose. And this like, you know, 29,000 views. Like this popped off. Zeneca also weighed in, said, guys, it's not rocket science. If you get paid to promote a company, you disclose it. It's like, just do it, dude. Yeah. It's really that simple. ICO Beast also wrote an article on this, and I actually really like this article. So yeah, he says there are basically 3 reasons why disclosures matter and why you should care. Number 1, it's literally the law. Here's the thing. A lot of people think that the rules don't apply to them because like they're in a country where maybe they don't have to disclose it. But let's see, where is it? Oh, literally the second tweet. Like, US guidelines say even if you're not in the US, you're required to follow these guidelines if it's reasonably foreseeable that your post will affect US consumers. And there's a lot of people on crypto Twitter in the US. So if you are marketing something to them, you are obliged to follow US regulations. So like people, it's not an excuse to be like, oh, well, I live in Asia or I live in Dubai and like we don't have those rules here. It's like, no, you're tweeting out to Americans and American law says that you need to disclose, you know, the financial relationship. So that's number 1. Number 2, people like the next big mistake that I see people making is not including the disclosure in the endorsement message itself. And the rule is to place it so it's hard to miss. The disclosure should be placed with the endorsement message. Disclosures are likely to be missed if they appear only on an About Me page or a profile page, or at the end of posts or videos, or anywhere that requires a person to click more. So like a lot of people try and scapegoat this by saying like at the end of their post, like, oh, I'm proud to partner with them. Or in the second tweet, like, I'm proud to partner with them. It's like, no. The rule of thumb is you need to place it so it's hard to miss. People should be reasonably informed that this is a paid post. It shouldn't be like, oh, I have to search for it. And again, the language is important. It's not clear to me if you say like, oh, I partnered with, if that qualifies or not. I guess it's like responsible enough, but it's like, is it kind of hard to miss that? So just on Twitter, you know, brand partner is sufficient. I mean, this is literally what they say. On a space limited platform like Twitter, the terms Acme partner or Acme ambassador, where Acme is a brand name, are also options. It's also fine, but not necessary, but fine to include a hashtag such as ad or hashtag sponsored. Like, just be responsible, right? And I have an example. Gave an example 3 years ago. Here's how to do it. Disclosure with the post. Disclosure in the video. Disclosure on the second tweet. So if I go to this, new video series. I used my sponsored gala video to try out a new format. Yes, the video is sponsored. Thank you. Genuinely love your feedback on the concept. The beginning of the video.
I'm reviewing Web3 games in under 60 seconds. Gala Games, who is sponsoring this video, just released a brand new mobile game.
Who is sponsoring this video has released this thing. Like, and then even in the second post, I say, you know, hashtag gala partner. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Why is it important? ICOB says 3 reasons. Number 1, it's literally the law. Number 2, the social contract between you and your audience. This is why I do it. It's not even, I don't care about the law. Nothing's going to happen to me. I'm not, dude, BitBoy was out here doing all sorts of things, right? Like, no one's going to come for Little Icy Gaming. The reason you do it is because like you want to be honest with your audience. You don't want to deceive or lie to your audience. So implicit in this comes the idea that your audience is believing things you post about to be upside opportunities, at least when it comes to organic postings. I mean, this is, you know, there's a lot of this, right? He breaks it down. I think it's really good. You should read it. I also really like the third one. This is why people aren't doing it. To get to the core, the question is, why would you not disclose? And there aren't many, if any, good answers. But a few of the reasons are, 1, you might forget, and that's, you know, that's fine. That happens, right? But number 2, you don't feel good about promoting the product or project. Could be that you don't want to be judged. Could be that you know it's a bad project. Could be that you think you're above taking payment. You're not, which is not a good reason. So some people try and hide that, like, you know, they don't want to like advertise that they took a sponsored post from a subpar project. If that's how you feel, then you shouldn't take the sponsorship, in my opinion. Or like, it's fine that you took the sponsorship because you don't believe in it, but you got your money, but you were honest about it. It's like a paid ad. Like, that's fine. I think it's not great, but like, I think that's fine. At least you're being honest, you know? This other one is big. Number 3, you want to obscure how much of your posting is paid versus organic. I think this is one of the big ones. I think some people are taking a lot of paid tweets and, you know, if they tweet 5 times a day and 4 of those tweets are paid posts, people are going to be like, holy crap, this guy is just a paid shill. And if that's the case, maybe, you know, are you a content creator? If like 80% of your content is just paid, paid ads, paid promotions, paid posts. So, you know, like maybe that's something that you should fix. Anyways, do the right thing. I promise it's not hard. I think that's the last one on that. ICO Beast, Zeneca, you know, they are, you know, some of the gold standards in thinking and putting stuff out. I'm not going to put myself up there with them, but you know, I got receipts. I've been on this train for a while. The only thing, here's the thing. Here's the big thing. So shout out to Matt DeFies. Matt DeFies is so right. We've been talking about this for a while. One of the problems is that Twitter does not give you any tools to properly feature a paid post or a sponsored post. Whereas like this is a standard feature on Instagram, on TikTok, I think on YouTube. So like we've been trying to get Nikita Beer to give us this feature, dude. And even ICO Beast agrees, dude, like a simple click box would be awesome. It's like it's so easy. Paid partnership with Tiffany & Co. Paid partnership with Ronin Network. Done. So yeah. It's also people were saying like don't hate the player, hate the game. And I just think that that's wrong. That's not the right way to think about it. Because the game is not lying to your audience and breaking the law and not disclosing, like, you know, that's not the game that we're playing. So the players who are doing that are cheating the game. Like if it's the wrong game. Like if, you know, a basketball player throws a basketball game because they're betting on it on the side, which has happened, like that's not like, oh, don't hate the player, hate the game. Like, no, you did something illegal. Like you're tainting the integrity of the game. You're cheating, you're lying, you're profiting off of, like, you're causing other people to lose money. You're like making money. You're fraudulent. Like that's not hate the player, you know, don't hate the player, hate the game. Like that's not the right take. Like, I think you should criticize the player and call those people out and call that stuff out. Insider trading just means trading inside the out. Yeah, it's like don't hate the player, hate the game. It's like, nah, dude. Pretty sure we can hate Nancy Pelosi for like insider trading, you know? Pretty sure we should investigate that. Pretty sure that should not be legal or allowed or tolerated. Pretty sure we should, you know, like stop defrauding. Crime season. And, you know, and it's fine. People get away with it. People get away with it all day, every day. But doesn't mean it's right. Doesn't mean it's good. You know, and doesn't mean that we should just like easily excuse it. I'll be honest with you guys. Like, yeah, I've been dealing with this for years. You know, it's not easy. Like, I'm not even trying to like virtue signal or like be all high and mighty. Like, that's not what it's about. But it is just, it's tougher when you play by the rules and, you know, and you don't take shortcuts. It's harder. But yeah, it is what it is. All right, we're going to move on from that topic. Next up, Avalanche. Boom, boom, boom. Big news. Breaking news. Introducing Build Games. Build Games, $1 million builder competition on Avalanche. You're gonna like this, they said. Kind of a banger video. I don't know if this is like AI or mid-journey or whatever. Looks icy to me. I'm joking. I mean, I think like it is very inspired by Beast Games. That's what it makes me think of, and I'm not mad at it. I would like them to be a little bit more creative, but you know, listen, if it works, it works. I'm not mad. So there's never been a better time to build than right now. Avalanche is looking for the next big applications and businesses that will put the world on chain. It starts with founders. It starts with you. So built for founders, for all builders at all stages. Any idea can win, just needs to be built on Avalanche. All-star judges, post-competition support, A tier mentoring and workshops. There's more. $30,000 in referrals for referring winning projects, with a grand prize of $10,000 if you refer the champion. This is cool. Shout out to Avalanche. Do yo thing, trying to strike back after the downer news. Dude, Avalanche is trying to do anything that they can do to like create that motion. It's tough, man. I don't know what Avalanche needs, because they have tried everything. And I don't know, man. Like, listen, we love Avalanche. Do not get it twisted. We love Avalanche. They're doing great. They're doing a lot of things well with RWAs and bringing things on chain and bringing big partnerships and stuff. But it's like, it's so hard. It's so hard to build culture that people care about. It's so hard to get people to care, because I don't think that like a lot of people don't care. Like, Avalanche doesn't have motion, which is crazy because they've done so much to like get motion. They've spent so much money trying to like create motion, dude. And you know, they just don't got it. But you know what, dude? Like, they'll get there eventually. They will. They've got great people. They've got great tech. They've got great branding, and they've tried so much. So like, you know, it's keep trying, and something is going to hit. Something is going to work. So no shade to Avalanche. I think this is awesome. I think it's great. GG's. Wish them the best. All right, moving on. We got Avery talking about it. Avery's
going back and forth,
awesome,
like,
dude.
Iterating on the creative,
guy.
all sorts of stuff, going as deep.
Such a hard worker, such a great creator. So if you're interested in this, you know, definitely watch this video from Avery, get more information. Also with vibe coding now, dude, this is like a major opportunity. You could probably vibe code an incredible idea, enter into this. It's a good time to be a builder. It is a great time to be a builder. And if they're going to be throwing out money like that, yep. We like that. Moving on, more in the Avalanche ecosystem. Guns by Gunzilla. You know, we off the grid. 20 million NFTs sold on OpenSea. Traded on OpenSea. 20 million NFTs traded on OpenSea. That is insane. Before you scroll past this, as another vanity metric, let's break down why this number actually matters. How long is this post? Okay, it's not that long. All right, we're going to take a quick look at this. We're measuring something different than actual player behavior. 20 million NFTs represents 20 million individual moments where zeros chose real ownership over traditional gaming models. Okay, that's not marketing. That's demonstrated preference at scale. That's ChatGPT. Real economic activity. The trading volume represents a functioning gaming economy operating on blockchain infrastructure, or just like market makers and wash trading. Players aren't just holding assets, they're actively extracting them and trading them. I do love that. That is the sickest thing ever. I'm making my jokes or whatever, but like, Off the Grid to me is the sickest game that we have, because you can play it on PS5. You can get NFTs, you can take them out of the game and trade them on OpenSea and trade them on chain. And that is just like the coolest shit in the world to me. Shout out to Off the Grid. Shout out to OpenSea for that. Shout out to AVAX for that. They said the infrastructure works. We built systems that players trust with their time, their assets, and their economic decisions. What the 20 million actually represents. Weapon skins, cyber limbs, extraction gameplay, feeding a real economy, loadouts being traded and constructed based on actual metas. Every single one of these items lives on chain. You own it, not us, not the server. You understand the scale. These 20 million NFTs represent mainnet activity, real assets, real value, real ownership proven on the blockchain. ChatGPT, we get it. We get it. We get it. You're redundant. We get it. This is what ChatGPT does. It's a little wordy, The infrastructure is ready. The player behavior is proven. The path forward is clear. Off the grid is continuing to scale. New integrations are in development. The infrastructure. Yeah. We know. Congratulations. Clap it up. 20 million NFTs. No small potatoes. You love to see it. Another big Avalanche ecosystem game. Huge IP. We've been talking about them a bunch. Shout out to Hype Trip saying another banger stream. If you're here, brother, if you're here, show yourself, bro. You know, type in that chat, baby. Don't just drop that comment. Type in the chat. You know what I'm saying? MSU ecosystem closes fourth quarter with steady growth, stronger foundations. I feel like we've been talking about their reports. Like we talked about a bunch of their reports. This is like the third time in 10 days that we've like talked about their report, but they got another report. So shout out to, dude, am I breaking out? I am. I've been eating a bunch of chocolate. That's annoying. Congrats, Maple Story, doing their thing. You love to see it. Moving on, we got a bunch of quick gaming hits that we got to talk about. The Chad token is coming. Giga Chad Bat token is launching soon, so you can play harder, earn smarter, and swing like a Chad. More details and play to airdrop coming soon. Of course, this is going to be with the YGG Play platform. I'm assuming that they are going to run back the playbook that they ran with Lowland and the LOL token launch, where you can stake YGG tokens and participate in the launch pad and the play to airdrop and the Chad token. I'm pretty excited about this because Giga Chad Bat is a really fun game. And it's like, it's kind of the arcade style game that we've been talking about where you know, pay to play. Like you can play for free, but the reason, and that's fun, but like one of the reasons you would play it is because you want to try and like see if you can earn money from it. And, you know, so it's one of the risk to earn games, but it's super casual. It's super basic. Like playing the game is really, really easy. So you can buy some of their premium swings and then have a better chance at earning money tokens out of it. That's a good question. How is the LOL token doing now? We might need to check on that. That is, you know what? I had the same question when I saw this, but I did not do my due diligence. So thank you for calling me out and holding me accountable here. So the Lowland token, let's take a look at this. I'll bring this up here. I'm going to have to go to the website view. We will zoom in a little bit, bring this up on the screen. We'll go to the max. Please don't be like straight down. So when they launched, they hit a high market cap of 1.2 million back in November. And they're not down 90%. They're only down, you know, I don't know, 60, 70%. The market cap is still at 400K. So not doing great, but not a straight rug like we've seen with some of the other, you know, gaming tokens. To be fair, I have not heard anything about the LOL token since their launch. I believe the play to airdrop did well. I do think that people that staked on the YGG Play Launchpad platform did make money, at least initially. Not a ton, but it was like a 2x, 2 to 3x, depending on, you know, when things happened. That's a win nowadays. I mean, if we take what we can get, Sinjin, we take what we can get. Yeah, no, it's not a major win in many regards. Like, this is not what we want to see for crypto gaming, right? However, it was YGG Play's first token launchpad token. So it will be very interesting to see if they've learned anything and do anything different with the Chad token. And again, I enjoy Giga Chad Bat more than I enjoy Lowland. Just gonna keep it honest. So I think that there's a better chance, maybe more of a token economy that can exist here, more of a player base that could be earned and found. You got to understand though, I mean, we're being kind and favorable to gaming tokens by saying this. Chances are tokens like gaming tokens, I mean, it's a really hard problem to solve, and I don't know if anyone's really solved it yet. So, you know, caveat emptor, buyer beware, proceed with caution, not financial advice. I probably will stake some YGG tokens and participate in this one. I'm really curious and I want to do it. I want that firsthand experience. I wanted to stake for the LOL token, but I think it was on abstract and I had to bridge tokens over and I was lazy and I didn't do it. And then I felt regret when people had like 2 and 3 X's. So because I like Giga Chad Bat, the game, I am going to participate in this one. Also because I am a YGG partner and they've been great and I want to support and use their products. So yeah, I think that's all I got to say on the Giga Chad token. They do have details on their play to airdrop campaign. And again, the last play to airdrop seemed to go well for Lowland. This is a more enjoyable game. So from January 21st, which is tomorrow, until February 3rd, you have a chance to participate in their play to airdrop. So if that's your thing, you know, check that out. I know that Doug Hype is a YGG ambassador and has done a ton of Giga Chad Bat content. Dub has also done a bunch of Giga Chad Bat content. And if you haven't tried the game, I do recommend trying it out. It's real simple. You can open it up in your browser and get to playing. Obviously, you like connect your accounts and everything. But yeah, with that said, we're going to keep it moving, guys. We've got some wild card updates. They have simplified and refocused their daily tournament and their game modes. So, whoa, what did I do? What just happened? Summons are now part of your champion's kit. There's a bunch of other stuff. I haven't dug into this, but if you're playing wild card, this is definitely an update you don't want to miss. It really seems like they're taking, you know, community feedback, player feedback, and really trying to make the game and their tournaments more compelling, more sticky, more engaging. Not a great sign that they're like needing to make so many of these changes, I would say, but at the same time, they are super on their development and always tweaking things. So it's like, it's good and bad. You can look at it either way. But of course, we love Fableborn. That's the next story. We love Wildcard and the team over there. Paul, Katie, Shady Sheba, Luke, Blake. They're the fam. Moving on, guys. We got Fableborn's Dev Diaries number 12. I think Gaming Daily called it number 2, but this is number 12. We've talked about Cam's updates. We talked about a bunch of Power Protocol updates. So I'm not going to dive in here, but there's a full Dev Diary update. Yeah, we talked about their Binance report. So, you know, I love seeing Dev Diaries. I love seeing the patch notes. I love just building in public. It's so cool to like be a part of games building in public. So shout out to Fableborn for giving us this. Terrace says he likes the game, but can't see playing it for hours for enjoyment. That's the problem, man. It's like there are versions of the game that you could play for hours and hours and hours. Because it's kind of like Sparkball. And it's kind of like My Angry Yakuza Girlfriend. And it's kind of like what's another game that I'm trying to think of? It's, you know, it's like Rocket League to a degree, where there are game modes where it could be so addictive where you just want to play match after match after match after match. but I just don't think that they've cracked that game loop. I don't think that they've like nailed it. And or like they don't have enough depth. Like that would be my feedback on My Angry Yakuza Girlfriend at this point. Like the game is great, it's super fun. You do want to play match after match, but after a little while, at least from my experience, you start looking for more depth. It's like, okay, I want another map, or maybe I want more characters, or maybe I want more hiding places, or maybe I want like more rooms and areas where I can go. Like, I wanted a tutorial, or like a practice room. My thing with My Angry Yakuza Girlfriend, like give me like a practice, like where I can aim and practice and learn the credit card and the purse and get a feel for it. Right now, the only way to learn is through gameplay against other players where they're just going to like destroy you. So I kind of needed that for me. Yeah, practice mode. And so like, that's kind of how I feel with, Sparkball and Wildcard. Like these games are great. The bones are great. The graphics are great. The lore is great. It has great substance, or like you feel it. But when you play the game, it doesn't have that stickiness. It doesn't have that polish where you're like, yes, like, okay, I want to run matches back to back to back to back to back. I like that Icy doesn't answer comments. I'm trying to answer some of them. It's funny, dude. Like sometimes I want to answer all of the comments, and then like Sam is like, oh, like streams aren't entertaining when you're just talking to the chat. There's a practice room now. Oh, let's go, Sinjin. I love that. Speaking of Sam Stefanina, if you say his name, he pops up in your chat. Actually, that is actually true. That is actually true. I have witnessed this for like 3 years straight. Like Sam has, it's like when you hear a bell ring, like an angel gets its wings. Like you say Sam's name 3 times in the mirror and he appears. It's crazy, dude. The guy is just everywhere. Fableborn is the only one out of that list that actually can monetize users, though. Fair. Got all right. Stan wants me to move on. We're moving on. Shout out to you guys, legends in the chat. Ooh, boys, you guys are gonna love this next story. You are absolutely gonna love this next story. We got an update from everybody's favorite game. Shrapnel is back. Shrapnel is on Steam. The game that just won't die, dude. Everyone loves a comeback. The game that's going to the Olympics. We joke, we kid. Listen, I like Shrapnel. Everyone calls me crazy. I like Shrapnel. I enjoyed it. I am rooting for them. Obviously, they had a lot of drama with the studio. We're not going to rehash that right now. Sam, actually, funny story on yesterday's stream. I was talking about how like you and I almost got Shrapnel tattoos. I feel like we were so close. I know I was, and I was like in Miami at the Shrap house. Like I feel like we were seriously talking about it. And listen, I still think the tattoo like is sick. The moon being split in half, but oy vey, good thing. Yeah, that right there. Good thing we don't have Shrapnel tattoos. But Shrapnel is coming to Steam. You can wishlist the game right now and be one of the first to enter the sacrifice zone. I am looking forward to playing the new mode. It's gonna be tough because I am an Arc Raiders maxi now, and now that I have played the best extraction shooter ever made, I'm gonna be very critical of Shrapnel. And also the new game mode is less extraction shooter and more team-based, like 5v5, like team deathmatch, class-based system. But I've always loved the graphics. I've always loved the lore, the IP. I had great times playing Shrapnel. Obviously, it was early, but I was okay with it. I didn't mind the game breaking bugs, because I knew that's like what we were signing up for. How do you guys feel about Shrapnel coming on Steam? Are you going to wishlist it? Are you going to play it? Are you gonna play? Will you give them another chance, man? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. If you fool me, you can't fool me again. You know? They can't fool us again, guys. Are you gonna play it? Let me know. Let me know. I'm curious. Moving on to the next story. Animate is in their public open alpha. They're live. Super cute game. I do look forward to seeing more of their updates. I think even Sam had like reposted this a few months ago, being like, "Holy shit, this game actually looks kind of cool." We will see. We will see if they can live up to the hype. They've been talking about this. They've been building up the hype for a long time. And I'll be curious to see the player reaction. I want to see clips. I want to see reviews. I want to see people talking about Burna. Where's Burna? Where's Toxic? We need the game. I need to know. I need to know. Where's Yin? Somebody call Yin. Somebody call Inhuman. I need to know. we need the answers. Because you know me, I'm just gonna say, yeah, that's cool. But we'll get the real. We'll get the real from the real guy, from the real gamers. Animate is out in their open alpha. Excited. Keep an eye out for those reviews. I'll be curious to see what they look like. Moving on, we got Luke Barakowski from Pixels Online saying that nobody knows what Pixel is cooking next. The next generation of play to earn is coming, and it will be powered by Pixel. Pay attention, and when it's out, download it quickly. Early users will receive extra rewards. I keep saying this, guys. I feel like the biggest psyop in crypto is the word rewards. Can we just stop saying that? Rewards. we use that term liberally. Liberally. When was the last time you felt rewarded in crypto? No shout. Like, dude, I love Luke. I love Luke. I love Heidi. I love Pixels. I'm joking around. We're having a good time. We're having a good time, guys. Just jokes, you know, just entertainment for entertainment purposes only. I got to sit next to Heidi the entire Game Awards in Manila. She is amazing, super cool. We were cracking jokes the entire time. She's super down to earth. They work so hard. They are committed. They're doing weekly AMAs. They're doing stuff in the game. They're not new to this. They're true to this. Their conviction has never wavered. They are on their path. They're in the, like, you have to give credit where credit is due. Luke and Heidi are in the category of Sinjin, of Wilderworld, of Koji and Parallel and Wildcard and you know, Luke, Paul and Katie Drake Bettner, like, and I think they're in the conversation with Fableborn and Project O. Like, these are founders who have not wavered on their original visions and their conviction in crypto gaming. And yes, they might pivot and adapt and, you know, like try different things to make it work, but they're out here. They are out here day after day, week after week, showing the F up. And that's why I show up. Like, as long as we have those people, that cohort of people, that golden cohort, the Sam Stefaninas, the Paytons, the Knox, showing up, putting on for crypto gaming, like, I'm not going anywhere. So Stacked. Introducing Stacked. Get Stacked is the platform where you can play games and earn rewards, complete missions, cash out instantly. It's that easy. You can start earning. Here's how it works. Is it just like a questing platform? Is it a play to earn platform with quests and different things? I don't know. That's what it looks like. First purchase bonus, 21 rewards waiting. I mean, if we zoom in on this a little bit, open your drops to reveal loot, claim your loot. Look who's back. Go to your wallet. Kind of looks like a mobile platform. So very interesting. We will have to see. We'll have to see. All right. Moving on. Jailed.fun. Oh my gosh, what was that? Is out today. Built on Solana. Registration is now live. Jailed.fun closing in 48 hours. proceed with caution, proceed with caution, proceed with caution. If you weren't here, we talked about this yesterday. This is from Pandemic Labs. This is from Addicted.fun. This is their newest and latest, potentially greatest Ponzi game. And I don't say that positively. You know, I don't know. I have no idea. People might make money, but people might also lose money. I have no idea. The founder, we talked about it. He's going viral with the clickbait and the rage bait, talking about building Ponzi games, which I don't love. I think I saw Easy Eats talking about this. I think that he tried to log in and then like the app wanted access to, yeah, we're going to stop playing that. We're going to stop playing that. We're going to pause. Let's put a pause on this. The app wanted to like, you know, post on your Twitter, on your behalf, all that stuff, all the permissions on Twitter. And he's like, this is not great. We don't like that. Da, 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 da. I don't know, man. I mean, listen, people might cook on this, right? We got codes. We got codes from Toxic. We got codes from Bootco. You know, established studio, track record, history. Do your own research. Do your own research. I have no idea. I'm not touching it with a 10-foot pole, but I will be keeping an eye. Oh my gosh, we paused this. Why did that keep playing? I will keep an eye on it. I will be curious. We may see like, I made $2,000 in 24 hours playing jail.fun. Oh my gosh, I've made $4,000. And then a week later, oh my gosh, the token is down 99%. Who knows? I have no idea. This is where we're at in crypto gaming. Last story, guys. The K9 of the K9s, the patron of the pooches, as Sam likes to say, our fearless and beloved leader, Peyton Kaleva-Heya, posted an article today. Why Web3 and NFT communities didn't fail with Bored Ape Yacht Club, Azuki, and Pudgy Penguins. Dude, banger. Looks good, man. Bang. I like it. I like where he's going. I like what he's putting down. Excellent article from Peyton. He says most Web3 and NFT communities didn't collapse because they were scams, poorly run, or empty of belief. They collapsed because they succeeded too fast without a life cycle. Dude, Peyton is such a good thinker. Like when he puts pen to paper, when he sits down and like, when he has time to cook, the boy cooks. Many of these communities were some of the most beautiful social experiments the internet has ever seen. Ooh, such a good writer too. Deep belonging, shared upside, identity-driven culture, a feeling of being early together, and then they hollowed out, not overnight, not dramatically, quietly. The hidden engine was time-rich believers. In the beginning, these communities were powered by a very specific kind of person, the believers. People who had more time than money. He says success was a trap, but the paradox that no one likes to admit. The communities worked so well that they removed the very conditions that made them work. Early members gained financial upside, network access, leadership opportunities, real momentum in their lives, and the time-rich believers became time-poor leaders. Time-rich believers became time-poor leaders. But dude, freaking bars, man. Bars. Shout out to Ghost Cat. Crazy to see other creators say make better games and they shill jail.fun. Yeah. It's true. It's so true, man. So true. Leaders don't live in the community day by day. This is a long article. My guy's going for that million. Hey, look at this photo. What a great photo. Dude, Wolfsdow is family, man. Wolfsdow is family. Look at everybody. You love to see it. Look at Peyton. Look at that smile. Look at Dub. Look at Sam. Sam's looking like a movie star. Crafty in the back. Jerry. Storming. Wes. Brian. Michael Christine, actual movie star. Pachara. Everybody looking amazing. AE. You love to see it. Oh, look at Gaming Daily being included. You love to see that too. We should go back. I'm not going to read the full article. Clearly don't have time for that, but great article from Peyton. You should definitely read it. Definitely throw it into, definitely hit that grok button. Get that summary. Let's see. The real lesson for builders. Let's recap this. Design for renewal, not performance. Expect people to level up and move on. Build alumni paths before you need them. Keep identity separate from ownership. Never stop feeding new time-rich believers into the system. And a great community is a hyperbolic time chamber. People enter, they grow fast, they leave changed. That is not failure. Failure is not designing for what comes after. Listen, you want people to leave. I've always believed the metric of a good community or like a good system is how many people graduate from it. You want people to level up and graduate from it. Peyton is exactly right, but you have to design for what comes after. Beautiful. Well said. You love to see it. Marcello and Doug, you're right. Manic Pixie, they looked great as well. Marcello, superstar. Dougie, Filch. Oh, look at that bundle of joy, Filch. Incredible. Bring me back. Bring me back. Great article from Sir Peyton. And no one knows that better than Peyton, building one of the best communities and homes in Web3 with the Wolves DAO, the Wolves Collective. I'll never graduate from Dota. You know, and like, quick side note, I wasn't planning on saying this, but like, one of the reasons why I love Wolves DAO is because like, they do things differently, but they also do them very organically. Like, the Wolves SBTs, no one thinks of that as a PFP project. Like, you don't see the Wolf SBT, or you don't like earn your Wolf SBT and be like, oh, great, like I have an NFT and like, oh, I'm a part of the PFP project. Like, they launched something that was essentially an NFT or, you know, soulbound token, but it didn't feel like, oh, this is their version of profile pictures or NFT projects. You know, the community doesn't feel like it's just, it's different. It's done like from first principles. It's done with substance, with heart. It's real culture. And it's just like the coolest shit. It's the coolest shit. That's why I love Wolves. Little wolf shill right there. Hashtag sponsored, hashtag, you know, paid partner, hashtag ambassador, hashtag, not really, but, you know, just love the fam. It's a callback. It's a callback joke, guys. For everyone tuning in now, it's a callback joke to proper disclosures. Guys, that's going to do it for today's episode, brought to you by SoulForge Fusion, the official game of gaming daily, live on Steam right now, free to play, free to download, and their newest expansion pack, their newest cards are available today. Axes and Allies coming to SoulForge Fusion. Their legendary drop built for warriors who thrive in the thick of battle. If you're in this chat, I know you know a thing or two about being a warrior in the thick of battle. You can take that to the SoulForge Fusion players mat game. I don't know. I'm trying to come up with something. Didn't work. New legendaries, all factions represented, power that reshapes the battlefield. You guys know that I love SoulForge Fusion. Super fun game. Turned me into a non-TCG player into someone who can appreciate TCGs and have a lot of fun playing them. I'm excited to check out these new cards. I definitely will. So go to Steam, search for SoulForge Fusion, try the game out. And thank you guys. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you to all the sponsors that make this show possible. Yield Guild Games, Sequence, B3, AI Rev. And we'll be back tomorrow, 6 p.m. EST. We do this show Monday through Friday, 6 p.m., recapping all of the gaming news. If you don't want to wait for the show or you miss the show, you can go to gamingdaily.gg. Highly recommend checking out the news terminal. In 30 to 60 seconds, you can scan all of the major headlines and feel like you are informed and up to date. Or you might see something that you didn't know, like, oh my gosh, I had no idea that Monopoly Go reached $6 billion in revenue. Let me find out more about that. Let me go look into the Pal World 2nd anniversary teaser. We try and deliver value on the news terminal. I know it's a lot of text, but you can just scan the headlines. You might find something interesting. GamingDaily.gg. We hold the line. So I super appreciate everyone holding the line with us. Vix Bob, Terrace, Toxic, Ison, Dark, Sam Stefanina, Sinjin, the founder that cannot be bought, the Titan of Taboo, Gamified, returning soon. Stay tuned for that. Ghost Cat, appreciate y'all. Sunshine, AE, Llama. Llama is like the new day one of the Gaming Daily Live, which I really, really appreciate. I saw West in the building. Stop by and show some love. A true day one. Been with me since 2022 when I got my start streaming. Oh my goodness. I didn't even realize. I think today is the anniversary of when I started streaming. That's crazy. January 20th. It's either like the 20th or the 22nd. I'll have to go look at it. But basically, 2022, I started my first stream. And that started everything. Much love. Appreciate y'all. You guys know how we close it out. You know how we close it out. Enjoy a little bit of Marty Supreme, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.
These are facts.
And what do you plan to do if this whole dream of yours doesn't work
That
out?
doesn't even enter my consciousness.
It's only a matter of time before I'm staring at you from the cover
I
of
think
a
God's
Wheaties box.
next test for me should be, can he handle a ridiculous amount of money? Yeah, because I've handled heartbreak, I've handled patience. Now I'm ready to handle direct deposit blessings. My financial overflow. Yeah, miraculous tax brackets. Lord, please test me with wealth. I promise I won't switch up. I'll still say thank you.